Man, is the world going under or something? Look at this. It looks like everything is on fire and stuff is burning and smoky and this is a lot better. This is how I would like to start the recording. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I had a fantastic weekend because the last stream there were tons of people. We have been handing out coins. Mello has been handing out a lot of fun gifts to people. It was a lot of fun at the spinning wheel, and as some of you might know, I have been very busy lately, also with a lot of stuff for Ylands, and things are like clear as the sky right now. So for today there is something that I really would like to do also regarding to the people that have been donating for the mini game show where we give away a lot of coins, pets, DLCs and all that good stuff. I promise people to make something into my series which will credit their name. So what I would like to do is make like a monument type of deal, and every time people just donate, I'm going to add more and more names onto this monument. Now what I had in mind myself is to actually get rid of a lot of stuff right down here, and I would like to continue the road just for a bit, and I would like to continue this pathway a little bit so I know what the space will be. I have a little bit of an idea, and we're going to add a bunch of progress, even though it's not going to be a lot for today because I need to put this episode up within a couple of hours. Friday will be the real big episode. So we're going to take this iron shovel, and yeah, let me just do what I just had in mind, and then I'll come back to you guys. And meanwhile I was busy, I was like, "But JB, you prepared some comments to show in this episode. Don't forget to show them." So Simtelli is saying, "Smart idea with the posters. I hope someday we will have an easy way to do lettering in the game. I hope that they will come quick because the developers has promised they would add in a small letter pack. And I hope for the love of God it will be just perfect." Johansson Donk is saying, "There is an irony of making the letters look 3D while also keeping them as flat as possible on the poster. Looks great though. For what I sometimes do is check for glitching is I place the blueprint down in the creative world, because you're right, glitching can appear after you place the blueprint while it was fine in the editor. There is a fine solution there, so it doesn't cost me too much of work if it still glitches to remove it. In here it takes a ton of work." And JD is saying, "Aldi, LOL, I guess right by the design aspect. Great looking story you got there, JB. I love the posters and the lettering idea." Thank you guys a lot for your feedback, ideas. I appreciate it a lot. I haven't forgot about it because I had stuff already laying ready for this episode before the weekend started. So right down here, as you can see, I have flattened out the land. I have removed some of these plantation which I placed in the back there. And what I want to do right now before making the road and the pathway is kind of measure like what do I want to use for bank space. Now this bank of course will be built off camera to say, and what I'm going to do here to make it myself a little bit more easier is I'm going to take this guy and that guy, and what I would like to do is the wall is always going to be too thick, right? That will be this wall too thick, and then I would like to use this guy which contains 3 times 4. Yes, so we can make it look equal. Another 3 times 4, another 3 times 4. Would that be big enough for a bank? I mean, it doesn't have to be crazy. So you would say have an entrance right down there, right? You come in here and then you have like all kinds of needs what is in the bank. You can talk with people here. You can open a what the heck is that called in English? Where you get your monthly loan on. I have no idea. And down here could be like an office for privacy talks and whatever not. A little waiting room, a coffee machine, and then the actual bank with different type of storages for like chains or small gold or the jewels or whatever. And then of course a big safe where boss can be stored in. I think that would actually be, big enough for a bank. And then we just put this one right down here so we can make walls of too thick. I think that would be a lovely size. Not too big, not too small. I'm going to do the same on this side so I know for sure I'm giving myself secure space. And then this guy right down here. So now I know I can just make the pathway a little bit more longer on this side, then go around the corner for a bit. And I would like the pathway to go somewhere around here and then continue that way, so we can have a little bit of a beach going on. Yeah, this will give a little bit of space for, you know, making the monument with all of the names on it, even though it kind of feels a little bit weird, because normally you see those walls with names on it, it's mostly because of a war, like people died and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's for the better good, right? It's to remember people of their kindness. I think this will be the last part. I think this should be enough, and then, you know, we can go that way. And what I like is that the beach is more closer up to the pathway than other parts, so it's going to be the real first big beachy. Right, beautiful, looking good, looking good. And then I can actually start making some glass. I need to have a few couple of these bits and pieces to see if I can make it look nice. And what I would like to do, I actually took that 3 down right down here, which I originally wanted to save up. So in this case, I am going to replant this tree right down there. I think that would be a good one. Alright, so let me just fix up some stuff, and also I'm going to continue the road towards the end, and then we can see what we have left to make something nice out of it. You know, it might not seem a lot, but it definitely does a lot to this place in overall. I mean, look at this, a whole piece of street, some palm trees, and a big old oak. And I still love how you can turn off pickables. And of course the view from this side, beautiful. Alright, so in this case I have been thinking a little bit about this and a little bit about that. Now I actually have here the entrance to the beach, which, you know, doesn't look like much right now. It will be over time. But this means that I can make like a new little pathway right down here, connecting it up to the roads. And which also basically means that I could see, and if I could cram this whole monument type of deal right in here, so you just pass it by and you can take a look at it, which means that we can place another building right down in here. Now, of course, in this case, I do not have an idea just yet what to build here. Of course, I have a list somewhere with suggestions of people, of things that I can add in here. Once again, a wall of two. And then I'm going to see and think a little bit smart here. So what I could also do in this case is have 1 of 4, which 2 of them will be a piece of wall. Then 2 of them will be window. Then this 4 piece will be a window. 2 of these will be a window, and then 1 for between in the door. I hope it will make a little bit of sense. So this one will be the door. These 2 will be window. Then I got 4 left. Let me just take a look here. What might be... You know, I don't think it is bad to, you know, always need to have on the wall on both sides of the windows equal. So in this case, once again, 1 of these guys. And then 1 of these guys. Like so. And you know what? Let me just leave this out here for inspiration later on for something else. And it's also going to be handy to put it on this side. And on that side. Beautiful. Now I was also thinking I'm going to need to have like a bowling alley. Now of course this would be way too small, but further ahead I could create something like that. Or maybe instead of having a town hall at the end of the road, maybe a bowling alley with a big sign on it. Maybe a smaller town hall on this side. I'm just going to need to see how I can block this tropical from being too obvious once you look at this side, which basically, I mean, on this side of the island, I want to have a little bit like oak forest type of trees. So I'm going to need to find a little bit of way of blocking views to both sides, making it look, you know, too different, like snow and the desert type of deal. Even though it's not a weird type thing. Okay, so let me just see here. I'm just going to lay down a piece of a pathway, which will be these guys right down here. Yeah, I'm just trying to think here for a second. Do I want to use, you know, the same type of deal? Do I want to use something else? You know, stuff like that. Okay, I decided something else. Make up your mind. So I think since the stones here and connecting the pathway is a little bit out of place, as you can see, it doesn't, you know, connect up nicely anymore. I can make use of a different type of pathway, different type of stoning. Now the only thing that I have to do is just, you know, calculate how much the pathway will be, like this and like that. Then see what is between in. 1, 2, and a little bit, and then just make use of this large one. Then I'm going to make another screenshot, and then I can exactly see how, what, when, and why. Even though I might be able to just use the blueprint camera, which is going to be a bit more easier. And, you know, in the end, I think it's way better to have another pathway opening like this further away from the other one, or else it's like pathway, building, pathway, building. It's getting a little too obvious, so now it's like 2 buildings between in. It's a little bit better. Alright, I had to make another camera. I think I got 3 of them laying around right now. I can never find stuff back. So in this case, let me see if I can, you know, get stuff done the correct way. I hope it will take it. Yeah, I can take a little look at, you know, it's okay if, hello? That can be that. Hello? I don't know why, but it's just like holding a controller and just move to the left and the right with your body in order to steer the car even better. I think if you say hello, that you know, get a better cooperation of the game. Monument, measurement. Oh, I'm gonna get so much trouble for writing it like that. Before I save the actual blueprint, I will just, you know, use Google Translate to correct myself. Alright, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is fantastic. This is what I want to do in my episode, just show progress. Alright, let's take a little look here. That seems to be fine. So let's place this guy down. Make it look pretty. Alright, so this is the space we are going to work with. I hope it will be enough. Now the first thing that I would like to do is just check out for a certain stone. It could be simple, something like this. Which now I'm thinking of it, I should actually keep in mind that this is the bottom floor. So basically what I mean, I should build on top of it. And I'm gonna create a group out of all of this so it will be easily to, you know, break up once it's finished. Now I guess the first thing that I'm going to need to do is make the wall for the names. And I also have an idea for a statue type of deal. Alright, so I got the first row of names right down here. And what I would like to do is just actually copy this 3 times to see, you know, what kind of a space these names will have. So if I would do it like this, the eye there, starting there, then I'll guess the best thing to do for me right now is actually to make like a wall. I want to have a piece of wall that is straight and 2 going off from the sides, and I'm going to need to put this on a 45-degree angle, so every time when there is someone new that has donated, then I can add the name easily on it because of the remembering of the 45-degree. Okay, so I cannot put everything on one row, so I'm going to need to figure out something different here. I'm just too much on one, but what I can do, I think, is to put this one in the middle, then just remove the sides here. I just have like one in the middle going on, and then all the others can be moved up like that, and then like that, and then I can have something nice to place down there, which I'm thinking to use these kinds of stones. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but let's see, both sides seem to be the same. And just like that, and have also, of course, on the other side, just like that. Beautiful. Of course, I'm going to need to colorize stuff, and on this moment, I can just, you know, move stuff down. Now, I think this color would be nice, like that. So now I also have a better overview of how much space I got, so I can make this wall here 3. And just depending on how much names there are, I want to create the height of it. Now, of course, it would be very much possible that at some point things are gonna go crazy, which I mean like more and more names will be added. Of course, there will be a season 2 where I'm going to add everyone also to a monument, but I'll guess by then things will look a little bit different. Now, what I would like to do in order to make it myself easier with the names, I'll rather just pull this guy in a tiny bit, something like this, and then create a group with these. So if I keep this on grid, it will always stick out like that. And by the look of it, I can better just put it on there. And then I'll guess this will do. Now I'm going to need to give these names a different color. I think I want to go for this yellowish, since, you know, coins have like this yellow type of deal. Keep the wall doubled up. And now the thing will come that I'm going to need to select this wall without these guys. Make it into a group. Well, apparently just like that. Alright, and now I'm going to need to move this over. And since I chose one of these blocks, and now what I should be doing is edit the pivots. The what now? The thing? 4? I believe it's 4 though. No, one more. Just like that. Beautiful. And then turn on the 45. Let's see if this is going to work out. Not perfectly just yet. So in this case, I got room for 3 more rows of names in case needed. Now, of course, like I said, in season 2, I want to do things way bigger. I want to have a lot more space. I want to have the opportunities to do whatever I like. Now, it would have been handy, of course, if we already had a small ladder pack one which uses the same kind of blocks, but then it's tinier. Yeah, but for now, that is fine. So the one other thing that I do have in mind is to place like a block. In the first place, I wanted to place it off-site, but I need to play around for a bit. Alright, and then something like this on it, stream donators. And of course, every time I can just explain what it exactly means. That basically means they donate the money in order to make other people happy. Because I'm not keeping this money myself. It will be given away to new players or old players that would like to have a spin at the wheel. And just, you know, see if they can win something. It is all done with love. Right, beautiful. I like how it just, you know, the yellow is just banging out of it. You know what is a stupid thing? I was saying to myself, oh, don't forget to make everything unbreakable. And I'll guess I forgot to put everything unbreakable. Very good. I love myself. Fantastic. Now, it is a high one, but that is okay because on both sides there will be a high building. So, yeah, oh man, I think this will actually fit in very nice. I should have a bunch of coins. I hope. I got this. I'm not sure if you can actually craft coins though. I hope that will be enough. I haven't checked out the number. What are the freaking odds? What are the freaking odds? Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Very good. Alright, so here it is. The stream donators monument right down here. There's enough space for more names there and there. Yeah, it will be a nice alleyway, and everyone who wants to go to the beach will just have a nice walk passing by this area. Yeah, we'll have a good look at it. You know, over years, all the names will, you know, have a slight different color and be faded and whatever, and you can clearly see the coins that people have been touching it. Kids will try to rip this stuff off. Beautiful. Yeah, it just fits in perfectly. The buildings will stick out high. Now, if you of course got some feedback about the monument or any ideas I need to create beside the monument or anything else, just let me know down below in the comment section. And then I hope you had an easy Monday. Thanks for watching. Oh, and that tree is fantastic. It has grown. Let me just take a look at how it looks like from this angle down here. Yeah, that's beautiful. And when you pass by this spot, you can straight away see the monument popping up, stream donators. Just walking by, have a nice little look down here.